Hey guys, what is going on, and welcome back to another video. This video is going to be continuing the IGL series, and in this video we're going to be talking about sort of how to be a support player. Now, if you are just starting to become a support player and you don't really know how to do the role, some things that are going to help you progress and get a lot better at it is learning nades and working with your teammates. So working with your teammates is really important, especially when you're starting out, because you need to be able to support everyone on your team, not just a specific role. The way that I like to sort of layer my teams is, it might sound kind of weird, but I have a support player for both my opper and my entry fragger. So the support player that goes with the entry fragger is, second to go in, and the support player that helps the op is, obviously going to be somewhere else on the map helping the op, and then your lurker is going to be somewhere else. But anyways, no matter where you're playing as a support player, nades are pretty much the most important thing. So, to give you an example is, we have a bot sitting right here at window. Your job is to smoke either top cat to let your teammates get out, or just smoke window off so that the CT player cannot peek you and kill your teammates. So to show you how to do these smokes, here's the top cat smoke. You're going to come up here on this trash can and you're going to aim right here at this antenna and just left click throw. You don't have to jump or anything like that, and it'll smoke top cat. And then what that will do is it'll allow you to cross out top mid and try to peek the guy window. Now if he's holding it with an op, you're going to want to try to do a mid smoke. Now most likely I will mess this one up, but you come to the trash can again and you're going to crouch, line it up right back there, and the middle of this break you're going to jump throw, and if that lands correctly it'll smoke off window. Now this is not a one way, so if you throw it correctly, it will not give them a chance to peek. So, you can go up mid, establish a crossfire, have one chair, one up cat, looking connector, maybe peek. So, you need to figure out a way to, force the CTs back. When you're working with your teammates, that's a good example to allow your teammates to go out mid, but what if you're executing onto a site? So something that's a good example for this is like maybe a CT smoke. So you throw your CT smoke and then you throw a flash over, and then maybe you throw a flash up ramp and you try to entry. So in the lower levels, silver, maybe Nova, you're not going to be looking for these huge plays as a support player unless you're second or third maybe in line to go in to entry. So your job as a support player is just to throw nades, maybe drop a gun here and there, and it's really reliant on how good you are at setting your teammates up for those big plays. So your teammates, one of your teammates has to be a star player, and for that star player to shine, he has to have the correct backing from the rest of his team. And something that's going to help him a lot is nades and just support from your support players. So whether that be maybe litting a guy for 50, and then your star player maybe finishes him off or whatever, your team needs to work together in order to do this. Okay, so the second part of this video is going to be more for the advanced sort of, people who already know how to do the support role and they're maybe looking to improve, so, around your MG, maybe LE range. So basically the way to start out is, you have all your nades down, that you're supposed to support your teammates, most of the time. Something that can help you and your team tremendously is, if you're a support player, you need to be able to support your whole team, not just in the game sense sort of thing with kills or winning rounds or anything like that. You need to be able to help your team logically as well. So, whether that means like taking it a note, whether they play maybe, 2A, one stairs, one CT, and then, they have their jungle rotate, after the smokes pop. So, maybe you call that, and then your IGL or whoever, calls for like a jungle smoke. So after, CT and stairs, plume, you can throw a jungle smoke and it'll cut off the op rotation from jungle. This can help your team progress, together a lot more than you might think. Because your IGL, he is in charge of doing strats and things like that, but sometimes he can't always see what the other team is doing, whether he's having trouble or he's just not mentally in it. You need to be able to sort of help him in that situation. Another thing that if you know the basics of a support player, you need to be able to predict the movements of players if you happen to smoke them off. So, say there's a guy CT, you smoke off CT. You need to predict, whether he's just gonna accept the smoke and, rotate off of it, or if he's gonna push through it, or maybe try to work around it. This is gonna help you a lot. So, say you have a teammate smoke stairs. Most likely the stairs player's either gonna, sit somewhere passive and just hold an angle, or he's gonna wide peek from understairs. You should be able to predict this, so whenever you and your team is entering, you can clear the certain angles, and then you can hold and wait for the wide peek. The same thing goes for the CT player. You can either wait for a ticket booth or a triple push. This is going to help you and your team, progress a lot, and pre-aim is sort of one of the things that is most important in this game. Anytime you're clearing something, you have to have the right angle to pre-aim. If you don't, then you're gonna have slow reaction time, and you're not gonna be able to kill, a player peeking from that position as fast as you would like to. But anyway, guys, I hope this video helped you out at least a little bit. If it did, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos to come. Thank you for watching.